Good morning and welcome to Budget Model Railways. I'm going to talk about a few things today, so stick with me. I'm going to look at Engage, Ballast mat, Set track, DC, freelance, that sort of thing. Just wanted to talk really about some of the things that interest me with the railways. I've been trying different things, and this is another idea. This brings quite a few things together actually. So Cyril Freezer did some wonderful plans books. And this is a really good one of his layouts. Now, I used to build this in double O. I built it a couple of times, but even very small, it comes out as a very big layout. This is only 2 foot by 3 foot. It's just fractionally under actually 2 foot by 3 foot. And this is why I like N, because that's a tiny space. Now, this is on a floating shelf that I got from my local tip shop for £3. It's very light. You just simply couldn't do that in double O. It would have to be a big single board. It would have to be fixed. This I'll be able to pick up and move around. And N gives you 4 times as much space. This is a clever layout of Cyril's, because what it allows you to do, people get too wrapped up with passing loops. Actually, passing loops need one more point than what you actually want to do. What you actually want to be able to do is run different trains. So with this one, you can run your passenger train, and that will take a 4-car EMU in there. You put your station down there, you've got a 2-edge platform, station building, and your passenger train. And you can still then run a large freight train. See if I can make the controller work properly. And in fact, what I can do if I want, I can add those, and that gives me a 12-wagon freight train, which is really long. And that can then run round when you're ready. And of course, you can shunt this as an inglenook, because it's got 1, 2, 3 sidings. I discovered this on the other layouts. You use this as the third road. And in fact, it makes a really good inglenook, because you can have a really long train if you want. And then the only thing I've added is I've put another siding in there, which then gives me the option of running a third train. So that's why I like N-gauge. I also like this track plan of Cyril Freezer's. I think it's a really good one, whatever gauge you're modelling, if you're new to the hobby. Much better than these double loops that link and passing loops and all this. All you need is an oval and some sidings. This also shows what I really like, which is Set track. This is Peco Set track. I don't understand the fascination with flexi track in many ways. If you're trying to get started, this is just wonderful. The geometry is perfect. It all fits. You do need to just make sure when you put it together that you've got your fish plates in. Oh, it's that wagon. That wagon keeps uncoupling. That's strange how you always have one wagon. There we go. And of course, as soon as you turn the camera on, everything stops working. Let's see if I can try it again. There we go. Where was I? Yes, Set track. So I'm a huge fan of this Peco Set track. This is only first radius. Okay, so again, you don't need all these second, third radius. But of course you do if you're going to run UK outline. Because in the UK, we decide to make all our locos, the new ones, second, third, fourth radius compatible, which means you need a bigger board. This is Kato, this is Japanese. It's nearly all designed to go around first radius or less. That is a large Bo diesel, quite happily running around a first radius circle. And that really brings me then to why I like freelance railways, because it gives me the ability to run the locos that will run on my layout. That one also, which is a wonderful loco, both end bogies are driven and pick-upped. It's very smooth and quiet, directional lights, cost me £50 second hand. Because you try doing that with a UK outline loco, you'll pay double that. Do you know, I think I picked on the wrong wagon. I think it's that one. Let's run that back in. I'm not going to try editing this, because every time I press the pause button, it seems to crash the video. So what I'm just going to do, just put that back in there, and then we'll put the multiple unit back on. Troublesome trucks. Actually, they're usually very good. It's just put the camera on, and of course things go wrong. And then another thing I'm really good at is forgetting to change the point when I've taken things out of sidings. So that's why I like freelance. It's why I like Set track. It's why I like Ballast mat. I laid this whole track plan in an evening. It's set track, so there's no fiddling around with flexi track. This is roofing felt that I've used, which in all gauges I've used, and I've used it on my exhibition layouts. I think looks absolutely fine, but you can get all sorts of ballast mat. There's a lot of advantages to it. It's quick, it's simple, it's reliable. This is running very smoothly, and you don't have any of the problems that you get with ballasting, laying it, cleaning it. If a point or something goes wrong, it's a nightmare to clear. And in Engage in particular, I don't think this looks too bad. So I'm a big fan of ballast mats. And I'm also a big fan of DC, because this whole thing, 3 or 4 sidings, is powered by just 2 wires there. It's all it needs. I don't need droppers, I don't need isolators. All this idea that you've got to somehow put DBTD switches, these are Peco points, they isolate the power. So all you need is 2 wires. And then all we've got down in the corner there is one of our Budget Model Railway controllers, which will be fixed in there. And this layout actually is going to become even more fun, because I've worked out that I can put a top 12-inch radius, because that's what Kato Pocket Line will do, with a nice little passing loop and some more sidings. So on this simple 2 foot by 3 foot board, I'll be able to run 3 different trains at the bottom and 2 at the top in a little branch line. And that's an awful lot of railway. That's all the railway that most people would want in a 2 foot by 3 foot space. And that's when N comes in. And for me, this kind of brings everything in the last 6 months together that we've been working on. Peco Set track, Peco wagons, Kato rolling stock, Engage. This for me sums up what Budget Model Railways is about. Small space, doing it cheaply. So we'll see. I've got a few projects on. I have just sold a few layouts to fund some of this. This was a bit of a spur of the moment one, but I am getting quite excited about it. I've just got to scrounge some timber at the moment, some hardboard to make the top level, because I don't want to go and buy new stuff. Once I've done that, then I've got the track and everything ready to do the top, and I've got a bit of roofing felt left to do it. So there we go. Quite a ramble today. But brings quite a lot of things together. I did go to the Ashford Model Railway show at the weekend, which was absolutely excellent. That was the Festival of Railway Modelling. I think it's every 2 years. If you get a chance to go the next time they run it, definitely go. Really something, really good show. And I did meet a few of you there, which was wonderful. So, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed my rambles today. It's always nice to see trains go around. And I'll speak to you again soon.